Hello again, everybody. Major League Baseball, 2K Sports. Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk as the season gets underway. He has become one of the game's real strong young pitchers. Gavin Floyd is on the mound, and we'll get to watch him display his stuff next. U.S. Cellular Field on the south side in Chicago with the White Sox. Steve, he's got a focus here. Toronto hitters. What's he thinking about?
Well, for Gavin Floyd, it's all about working the at-bat to get to a count where he can throw his breaking pitch to get a hitter to chase it. It's a big breaking curveball that he starts in the zone and breaks out of the zone. When he's ahead in the count, it's very effective.
We'll take a moment to look at the Blue Jays lineup. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, some people say baseball's kind of boring. Watch Vladimir Guerrero swing the bat. There's nothing boring about it. One of the most violent swings in the game of baseball. Plus, it doesn't matter if it bounces or if it's over his head. It might hit him. He's swinging.
And in the box at Springer. Now the Blue Jays losing their last game. That series for them, they ended up losing 1-2 against the Rockies. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. And that last one, the offense, not much there.
And puts a lot of pressure on your pitcher to be absolutely perfect, and it's asking too much.
Line drive, that's foul towards first. Here's the pitch. Big breaking ball misses, 1-2. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
You have to be able to use your fastball in the major leagues, and this guy clearly can use that fastball, throwing in the low 90s, a very effective pitch.
Now a quick look for this game at the White Sox and how they are positioned in the field.
Now this club's committed the second fewest errors in the American League, and it's consistency at all positions. It's focus and preparation that's the key to their work.
There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. As he retreats back for it and gets the out. Here's what the White Sox schedule looks like. Final game with Toronto's Thursday. To stay home for another team series, the Baltimore Orioles. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. After that, they kick off a series with the Kansas City Royals, a little division rivalry. Boy, there's some great competition in that set of games.
Boy, he's had a sweet swing lately over the last few games with 7 hits in his last 13 at-bats.
And the manager has to be tickled to death to have a guy that's always on base for the guys behind him.
Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1.
Get a little extra giddy up on that one as he just blows it right by him.
Here's the pitch. Big swing, straightaway center. Warning track, Wall looking up. He makes the catch. What a play. No scoring here, ending this half inning. And the White Sox, their first chance is coming. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. And he gets going against these White Sox hitters. What do you think's in store?
There are times where this lineup can be a challenge for pitchers. With the quality stuff this right-hander has, though, if he's on top of his game today, he should be able to get the job done for his manager.
There's a swing and a line drive. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. He's thinking 3 here. The throw, and he is safe at third ahead of that play. Wouldn't be surprised if we see this one again. In fact, we're going to see it again right now.
Tell you what, it's one of the most exciting plays in the game, the triple. Ball in the outfield, the hustle, the dive, the slide to the inside part of the bag. Well executed.
Right now we've got a moment. Let's take a look at the lineup for the White Sox. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, he isn't a household name by any means, but Casey McGee knows how to drive in runs. Plays like he has something to prove, like someone somewhere at some point has told him you don't belong in the big leagues. Every day, though, he tries to go out and prove otherwise, and he's done a great job of that so far.
Well, they've made a decision here. They're going to issue the free pass.
Now, the fans don't like to see this. They pay good money to come out to the ballpark. They want to see these battles, this hitter against this pitcher. Maybe next time.
Got a chance to check out the Blue Jays defensively around the horn.
Defense has been a problem for this club, and when you take a look at the number of errors they've committed, it's in the bottom 5 in the American League. They just have not been able to make the plays like other teams have to be able to get big outs.
No outs in the corners are covered. Here's the pitch. That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. And he's in there. What a daring steal of home plate. You will not see that very often. Can't connect with that fastball. Now it's 1-1. Yesterday, the White Sox taking the loss. And that 3-game set, they were constantly having to go uphill. 0-3 they ended up against the Marlins in Miami. Now the 1-1 pitch. Gets away from him. Here's the 2-1. And it's fouled away. They got their bats on the ball. They just couldn't string anything together.
Couldn't string anything together or push anything across the plate. That's why they got shut out.
Check swing, call, strike 3, out number 1.
White Sox, right fielder, number 12.
And a look at next Sunday. It's going to be Vladimir Guerrero. And the Toronto Blue Jays will host the Los Angeles Dodgers. Start time 3 Eastern.
Looking forward to that one, Gary. That's going to be some kind of ball game to tune into.
Starts him off with one at the knees for a strike. He delivers. Looks at a fastball in there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Well, the hitter must have thought that was either going to go too far out of the zone or too high. He takes the pitch, but it's a strike.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
Well, you see there, he tried to go on that outside corner, down and away. Give the hitter a lot of credit, though. You know that's a pitch you can't hit, so don't even swing at it. Well, and the catcher looked like he really wanted that one.
Wouldn't offer at the curveball. Takes the count even at 2. Gave him a fastball that time, but it's outside. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Line drive fouled off towards first.
Well, we've got a moment to look back to last year's Chicago White Sox and see how they ranked. 9th in batting average, 9th in hits, and they were in the top 10 in home runs. That ability to drive the ball really paid dividends for this team's offense.
In the box now, number 5 spot. Runner on second and 2 outs. Changeup just misses. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. 1-0 pitch, a slider in there. 1-1. He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2.
Well, the hitter didn't like that one, but that's a strike. He hit the inside corner up in the zone. Got to swing the bat.
Here's the delivery. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch. Just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of, that hard fastball away.
Slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. That's going to retire the side. Nice way to get things started in this one. The White Sox lead it 1-0. Cleanup batter due up next. Right fielder up. He'll start it off here in the second. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Tough pitch to hit right here. When you run this fastball up and away, you have to elevate your swing to get on top of it. He ends up taking the pitch.
He deals. Missed with the fastball outside, and it's even at 1. Hit in the air to center field. That's one away.
I'm going to vote to take a look back to last year's Toronto Blue Jays. 4th in triples, 5th in home runs. And offensively, scoring runs is the name of the game. And they got that done, ranked in the top 5 in the league in scoring runs. It shows the ability to score in so many different ways.
Now their rookie catcher at the plate.
Toronto was 3 games under 500 away from the Rogers Center in 2011, but they actually outscored their opponents on the road. One of only a handful of non-playoff teams to pull that off.
Slider swung on and missed. 0-1. We're talking about the Jays' road performance. Interesting, they allowed 75 fewer runs on the road than at home. Steve, their road pitching pretty good.
Oh, pretty good, but you would think they'd want it to turn into a better record. 39-42 on the road. I think a big part of that is at the Rogers Center, the ball just sails out there.
Here's the pitch. Sharp bite to that slider. 1-2.
Well, anytime you recognize a slider, you got to be very patient with it. You can't be over anxious. You got to stay back, and then when you see it good enough, let it fly.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down.
The clock at 79 on K-Cam, and pretty decent movement on that breaking ball.
A breaking ball right there gets him to swing. You can see that back leg kind of jelly bitten a little bit.
He really used the off-speed pitches during that at-bat to get it over with. Now our State Farm sponsored look at which teams went the yard most last year. Number 1, the Yankees. 2nd, the Rangers. The Red Sox 3rd. The Orioles 4th. And for the Blue Jays, they are in 5th.
Well, you see so many games won with one swing of the bat, and this team last year was one of the best at hitting the ball out of the ballpark.
Ground ball towards the second baseman. Number 7. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. And so out of the inning, only 8 pitches thrown. That's pretty efficient. The White Sox still ahead.
For the Chicago White Sox.
The DH in the box. He'll get things started here in the home half of the second. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Fastball swung on, can't make contact, and behind on the count 0-2. It's fouled away.
Bring it, White Sox.
Slider in the dirt. One-two pitch coming. Fastball low for a ball. 2-2.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Two-two pitch. Got him. One away.
Now, K-Cam's going to show us a good look at this slider.
Number 8.
Well, you see him go after the inside part of the plate here.
Boy, he really did. He just bombarded the inside after the plate.
fun as a hitter. You just have to get your timing down a little bit better. And he certainly didn't have it there.
Number 7 man at the plate. Let's take a look at how this pitcher has been utilizing his arsenal of pitches.
I think he's throwing that curveball just a little bit too much. I think he needs to mix things up a little bit more to make that pitch more effective.
For whatever reason, he's not using his best pitch today, guys, and that's his slider. I mean, it just jumps out at you how little he's using it so far.
Lays off that one inside, ball 1. (1-0) on the way. This one's grounded near third, foul. The pitch. This one's popped in the air, drifting towards the right side. Clement to field this one. 2 down. Springtime around Major League Baseball. Here's a look at the Blue Jays. Thursday they will finish up the Chicago series. They'll get a homestand started against the Dodgers, a team that will definitely give them a competitive series. That's a 3-game series. Their homestand continues with another team, the Minnesota Twins. So, a lot of home games to look forward to. Number 8 spot in the lineup. This one swung on and driven hard. That's caught. Side is retired. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. And it'll be the Blue Jays coming right up.
For the Toronto Blue Jays.
Afternoon at the ballpark. Pleasant, cool day here. Third baseman up. He'll start things off here in the 3rd inning. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, that's a quality fastball right there, just pounding the strike zone down and away. He had no chance to put that one in play.
Here we go, Gavin. Here we go now.
Missed with the fastball outside, and it's even at 1. Headed for the middle. Oh, my, that almost got him. I don't know how he got out of the way. And pulls into first with a single. He's on with nobody out.
Well, that's the start this team needed. Get that first guy in the inning up, get him on base, and let's see if they can bring him around to score.
It's going to be Clement now. He's getting his first look at the plate. Here's the pitch. First pitch, a changeup outside, 1-0. Slider just misses the black, falls behind 2-0. There's a ball hit very high in the air, deep to left field. Goodbye, home run, Blue Jays. That puts them up on the board. Great turnaround for them. A 2-run homer. They lead by a 1.
It's all about offense. When you're behind somebody, you got to get things going. That's what Toronto did there. Blue Jays out in front. Now they're going to look to pad the lead.
Swings at that breaking ball, but misses. It's 0-1. This is, Steve, I guess, with that big fly, the inning these guys were hoping for.
Well, that's exactly right, Gary. I mean, you want to have the big inning. When you get that opportunity, put a number up on the board.
The pitch. Misses high and outside for a ball, 1-1.
Well, any hitting coach will tell you can't hit that good high fastball, especially if it's out of the strike zone. It's a pitch you have to lay off of, make him bring it down to give yourself a chance.
There's a swing and a smash. No problem with that one.
Good pitch right there. Got the hitter a little bit out on his front foot. Easy fly ball to center field.
Now a look at the teams who generated the most runs last year, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Red Sox. Second, the Yankees. In third, the Rangers. Tigers fourth. And for the Blue Jays, they are in fifth.
Well, the thing you ask your team, the manager and the hitting coach, is, look, guys, get us some runs. This team does it as good as anyone in the league last year, and they just love to get on base, make things happen with speed, but they can also take it out of the ballpark.
Here we go, Gavin. Here we go now.
Grounded up the middle. Number 7. Throws the first. He's retired. That's 2 down.
Left fielder for Jesus Sanchez.
And Sanchez is batting. He flew out his last time up. And here's the first one. Here's a fly ball to straightaway left. That one's grabbed. Side retired. So they strike for 2 runs, and that gives them the lead. The Blue Jays gaining the upper hand here. Bottom of the order to get things started. And it's the number 9 spot. He's our first batter, home half of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. That's off the plate away, 1-0.
This guy's got a great slider, Gary. When he's got control of it and can locate it where he wants, it's almost unfair to the hitter.
Is a fastball that runs away, 2-0. Steve, talking about that pitch and how unfair it is, we'll know how good it is by the number of bats he saws off.
Well, he gets so many swings and misses, too, where guys just can't center that ball. So he gets broken bats and swings and misses.
Had a rip at that fastball, 3-0, but he missed it, 3-1.
Well, as a hitter, when a guy has a good fastball, you think you have to swing a lot harder to try to catch up with it. You really don't, but he did right there, and that's why he blew it past him.
Now the 3-1 pitch. That fastball is in there. He lays off it. Now 3-2.
You can really stay out of big trouble in the big inning if you can spot your fastball down in the zone.
Payoff pitch coming. That misses, ball 4. The potential tying run on base.
Well, the hardest thing to do when you have an at-bat that lasts this long is sometimes you have a tendency to be impatient and chase one. Give the hitter a lot of credit. It was a close pitch, but he laid off of it to earn that walk.
In the box again, their left fielder. We'll take a quick look here at how he's been mixing up his placement of pitches.
Well, how can you complain about what this guy has done today? I mean, most of the game he's been locked in.
You know, in respect to how he's been mixing up his location, he's doing it enough to keep the hitters off balance and keep them guessing, wondering what's coming next.
Here's the first pitch. Sliders in there, no balls and a strike.
Oh, Gary, that walk right there is the tying run in this game. That's not how you want to make the opposition do it. Make them earn it.
Here it comes. Keeps it down that time, 0-2. Stevie knows he's really got a pitch now. He's put himself in a situation where he's really brought pressure on himself.
You know, these are the type of innings you get really big on you right here. It's about damage control. I know you put the tying run out, but you've got to bear down right here.
Able to set him down there. Chalk that one up as a strikeout for him.
Well, you can hang laundry on that one. 94 miles per hour. Pretty good velocity, but that's pretty straight.
Their number 2 spot at the plate. Drew a walk as last time. One out, man on first. Fastball taken high, 1-0.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there, forcing fastball up in the zone.
Here's the 1-0. Swing and a ball hit well down the right field line into the corner. And goodbye. That ball is out of here, and the White Sox take the lead. Great turnaround for them. A 2-run homer. They lead by 1.
Well, that's what you want. Run support for your pitching and attack the opposition. That's what the White Sox are doing right here.
Now the first pitch. Now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by. This is, Steve, I guess, with that big fly, the inning these guys were hoping for.
Well, that's exactly right, Gary. I mean, you want to have the big inning. When you get that opportunity, put a number up on the board.
A line drive toward short. That should be a base hit.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Now, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
And the first pitch. And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. And he's got it now. On to first, 2 away.
But Gary, you know what? He didn't beat it out at first base, but he sacrificed himself to get the runner in scoring position.
Sometimes those things get lost in the course of a game, but not for the guys on the field. They realize the importance, especially if they get the run here.
You know, we always celebrate the guy who drives in the run, but he's in scoring position because his teammate got a bunt down.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fastball runs inside, 1-0.
Well, that pitch just took off right there and exploded out of the pitcher's hand. Kept it just a little bit inside, though. Tough pitch to hit. Good job by the hitter to lay off.
Ready with a 1-0. Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. That'll do it as they put that one away. So they strike for 2 runs, and that gives them the lead. The White Sox leading now. They've got the momentum.
Coming to bat for the Toronto.
Well, there's been pretty good here. Some clouds and sun alternating in and out. Part of nature's show here today. Number 27 has a turn. Here's a swing and a ball hit high into the air, deep into right field. Goodbye home run. That's a Jays homer to tie it up. And that is just enough. The opportunity to try and continue the momentum as they've tied it up.
Credit the Jays for bringing this back to a tie. Base runners are the key. The more you get on, the better chance you have to get them in. Let's see if they can take the lead.
First pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled away. And you know, the manager likes to see this game, especially with a great at-bat like we just saw.
Well, I mean, and the message in the dugout from the manager is take advantage of the opportunities. When you get a shot, capitalize on it. That's what they're doing.
So he's aboard, base hit, nobody out.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Catcher up to the plate. Take a look here and see what his approach is against these hitters on the first pitch.
You go ball 1 on the first pitch, it changes the comfort level of the offense. They're on the offensive, not the defensive. And in this game, 3 runs have scored after he doesn't throw a strike.
Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing was on, though. The 1-0 now. And that misses upstairs. Ball 2. Line shot into center field. And he's on now. That's going to be another hit for them. Toronto here's a position to get something done.
That's textbook base running right there. As he's approaching second base, he picks up the third base coach, gets the sign to keep on coming, and now they've got runners at the corners.
Runners at the corners with no one out. On the way. Watches that one up there. Called strike 1. And here's a quick summary of how this guy's mixing up his pitches. How's he doing?
Well, the fact that he hasn't been able to throw enough strikes and keep hitters off balance, when you throw the same pitch over and over again, you're just going to get hit.
Well, there's no question. If he doesn't get more creative right now and start to expand his arsenal, this is going to get worse.
And he fouls another one off. Tried to get him to chase that curve. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Catcher can't control it. The run scores. They just have to eat this one. The run's going to score in the error.
Well, they pick up a run with a little bit of help from the defense as they kick that one around, not able to make the play. Run scores.
The 3-2 pitch. Boy, he scorched that one. That was right over the mound. And his throw gets him one away.
Good piece of situational hitting right there. Man on second. You got to get him to third. Even with the out, he does it. Good piece of baseball.
In the box, their third baseman. Singled and scored his last time around. The first pitch, hit in the air to left center. Out number 2. Our State Farm leaderboard recapping the teams that led the way in extra base hits last year. The Red Sox number 1. Second, the Rangers. Third, the Yankees. Jays 4th. And for the Tigers, 5th.
Well, anytime you have a whole team of guys who can hit for extra bases, it makes the defense spread out so much, and it gives you room to do other things. This team is great at it, one of the best in the league last year, just hitting the balls in gaps, hitting the ball over the wall, and that's why they score so many runs, because they're always in scoring position.
Man on third, 2 outs. You have 2 outs here in the inning, only need 1 more. The last thing you want is a big 2-out hit. They're not going to chance it with this guy.
Yeah, but I don't understand this. You've already got 2 outs in the inning. This guy isn't one of the better hitters in the game. Go at him, challenge him, show something.
Jimenez at the plate. See if he's getting balls or strikes here. Let's take a look.
Gary, first pitch strike, we talk about it time and again, and even throughout this game, in identifying the importance of it. 3 runs have scored in this game when he has not thrown a strike on the first pitch.
Here's the first pitch. Plays off that one outside, 1-0. At the belt, the 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a slider. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
Well, you see this pitch right here. It looked like a pitch center of the plate, and all of a sudden, as soon as he starts to swing, it just keeps bearing in on him. Great pitch by the pitcher.
The 1-1. Swings at that 1-1 pitch. Fastball by him. Strike 2.
4th inning of this game, and right now he's finding himself over 20 pitches here, and that is eating away at his overall pitch count total, so he may not be around for long.
And here's the pitch. Curveball. Ooh, where did that miss? 2-2. Brings that curveball, just about had him, but it's full.
That's not a spot where he wants to throw that pitch. It's danger right there if it's left out over the plate. He's got to bury that into the dirt.
Three-two on the way. Hard grounded to short. Vargas throws on to first. Side is retired. And Gavin Floyd heads in. He's allowed 2 home runs. And it'll be the White Sox. And if you've just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne.
You know, Gary, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy's nearly as solid defensively as the one he's replacing, so interesting move.
Here's the 1-0. 1-0 pitch. That's a cutter in there. 1-1.
With that good running action on that cut fastball, you think you're going to center it at the heart of the plate. It just moves off to the corner. He didn't offer.
Bring it, White Sox.
And he takes a splitter in there, and it's 1-2 now. Ground ball to short. Jimenez. And his throw is in time. First out of the inning.
Shortstop makes a nice play right here, Gary. Good feet at that position. Gets the easy out at first.
And the number 7 batter in the box. He popped out his last time. That's inside for a ball. 1-0.
We'll go with the cut fastball in the inside corner here. He tries to bust him in on the hands, but the ball runs back, just misses the corner.
Smash towards the middle, and that gets the tying run on board.
Well, a little action going right now for this team. A single here with 1 out. A little bit of momentum. Let's see if they can bring him across.
Up now, their second baseman. Flew out last time. 0 for 1 thus far.
Well, definitely going to have to hold the runner close at first base. He can run, and boy, if he gets to second base, he's in scoring position and could tie this one up.
So they can't make the play.
But Gary, to make the error right there, you just don't want to do that. It's just not good baseball.
Good cut fastball in there. 1-1.
Well, that cut fastball away, it looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate, runs to the outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
Now the 1-1. There's a strike, bottom half of the zone. 1-2 now. The 1-2 on its way. It's fouled off. Splitter, very tough to lay off, but it's 2-2. Here's a spin and a throw back to second. Gets back in time. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the cutter that time. 2 down.
K-Cam's going to give us a good look at the cutter.
Well, this is a pitch right there that you just have to take a bigger hack at right there. He just swung through it. Batting is all about rhythm. He appeared to be off right there.
Johnny did. He had the timing of the hitter completely off.
A big moment right here for Casey McGee. You know he's not going to go down without a fight. This guy's a battler.
He walked and later scored his last time through. Runner at second is Hill. There he goes towards third. Trying to steal third. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Blue Jays 4, the White Sox 3. And in the batter's box, it's Springer.
Number 4, George Springer.
And the first pitch. And it's fouled away.
It's your turn, White Sox. Here we go now.
Here's the pitch. With that strike, Floyd is out in front now, 0-2.
Well, not a whole lot you can do when a pitcher's locating that curveball down in the strike zone. There's just not a lot for the hitter to get accomplished with that swing. You just hope to foul it off and he makes a mistake with the next one.
Down on strikes there. Nice piece of pitching.
The clocked at 79 on K-Cam, and pretty decent movement on that breaking ball. Well, 2 strikes, you have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went away, but he couldn't make contact.
State Farm brings us a look at the slugging percentage leaders from last year.
Well, a big power hitter last year, and he was one of the top slugging percentage guys in all of baseball. And he's just a guy that has this big, beautiful, powerful swing, but he also has the ability to hit extra base hits. He's not just a home run hitter. He's a slugger who can hit the ball to all fields.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. That's going to be a base hit. Sanchez has it. And that's going to bring out Vladimir Guerrero.
It's nice to get that runner on base with 1 out. Good piece of hitting that single. Now they got something to work with. With a free swinging, Vlad Guerrero started to become a bit of an ageless wonder. Last year at the O's, he proved that he can still produce.
And here's the first one. Lined hard deep down the right field side. This one rolls through to the wall. Sanchez towards third. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can. And for Vladimir Guerrero, he answered a lot of skeptics with his bat last year for the Orioles and was able to stay healthy as he DH.
Well, he didn't have the same pop in his bat that we've seen in the past with a career low slugging of .416. But I got to tell you what, still a guy that can put the ball in play and drive in runs.
Number 40 gets called on to take over the mound duties. He's been chosen to take over out there. He deals, and it goes foul. There's a bullet towards third. He catches that, and that's out number 2.
He's got a shot at getting out of this now. Big time out. Now he's got 2 down. He's only 1 out away from working out of this jam.
Catcher up to the plate. Had a base hit his last time up. Two men on, 2 men out. First pitch on the way. Lays off a called strike at the knees, 0-1.
Well, that split finger down and in right there. He takes it for a strike, and if he swings at it, he might be limping around the batter's box. He'd hit it off his foot.
Cuts on that big breaker, but misses, and it's 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Slider tough to lay off, and it's 2-2. That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fastball called. Strike 3, and the side is retired. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. And it'll be the White Sox. Third baseman up. He'll lead off for the home team here in the home half of it. Garcia is going to come on and pitch now as they make the pitching swap. Garcia with the inside pitch that's going to be called a ball.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed, though, in off the plate. Great pitch.
And Casey McGehee with a swing and a miss for strike and an even count. The 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled off. And he fouls off another one.
And because the count's still 1-2, I tell you what, this hitter still has to stay in this defensive mode. This is a pitcher that can strike you out, so you better be leery and just try to put the ball in play and hope you can get a base hit.
Ground ball to short. Jimenez. And his throw gets him one away.
The Chicago White Sox. Left fielder, number 10.
And it rolls around to the top again. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. Here's the first pitch. That's a foul ball. He delivers. And that's another foul ball. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. He dives. Oh, what a play! Shows some outstanding speed just to catch up with this thing.
Well, this is an all or nothing effort right here. If he doesn't get it, it's extra bases. Nice play.
And the first baseman in. He homered back in the third.
Bring it, White Sox!
Here's the pitch. Misses high, ball one.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
The 1-0 pitch. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. He watched that fastball that was in there.
That's a solid pitch going up in the zone, that four-seam fastball. You establish different parts of the zone and you change the hitter eye level. In this situation, he took the pitch.
Gets in front, stopped it. It's in the dirt.
White Sox rule.
Down way. Let's go, Chicago.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled away.
Foul ball.
Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
Toronto comes away with the win, Gary. They did what they needed to do to pull this one out and have to be feeling pretty good about the way they played today.
And we get a moment here to recognize our player of the game.
When a lot of guys hit meaningless home runs that don't decide the game, have nothing to do with the outcome of the game, but not in this one. He had only that one hit, but that home run sealed the deal for his team. And you can't find a more appropriate reason to be named the player of the game.
And they come into hostile territory, Steve, and take this one by 1 run.
Well, both teams had a chance to win it. Goes down to the very end, but the visiting club outplayed them.
So glad you can join us. For Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. We'll see you real soon.